I don't necessarily want to be a $1 million business, but a stable business like this is actually mine. I mean, this belongs to me and it's running and it's making money. Even it's not making $1 million, but it's making money, it's being profitable, and then to grow that, to scale that business.
What did your typical day look like before you joined this program?
Okay, my name is Mary. A typical day for me was going to work, after work doing my own stuff, like personal stuff with my friends or doing exercises or that kind of stuff. And if I found a little time free, like to read. That was a typical day for me before to join the program. With the program, it's a little bit different because, okay, I have my normal regular job, but after I have to find some time to do it, like to actually fulfill like the program, to actually study what I'm doing here. And also like it takes like that certain time to like put it in there in my daily life stuff. So yeah, pretty much that.
And what made you interested in e-commerce?
My job.
Were you interested in e-commerce at all?
Yes, yes, I am. But I think because I started working in an e-commerce, a marketing company, like I got interested in like for my surrounders, my friends, my boss, the people I work with are in this industry, so I needed to learn like what is going on in my job, what are they talking about. So it was necessary for me to learn.
Cool. So did you have any objections before joining the program? Like what was it that where you were thinking like maybe this isn't right, like maybe this is not the right thing for me to do? What were your objections?
Well, it was really fresh, new, like you guys in the program was really like something not that well known around. So I really didn't know like if it was a legit thing, like I was going to actually learn something, like it was actually going to happen. Also like time-wise, like Saturdays, I mean, coming here on Saturdays was a little tricky. Other things like to know, like it was really short term, really fast, speedy. Like for example, like 6 Saturdays here, and then there you go, you learn. Like for me, it was like, let's see how that works. So that was
okay. So, would you say what was the one thing that actually made you join this program?
I think you guys. Like actually, I mean, I really like the environment, the office environment. Like, I really feel confident. Like talking to you, talking to Luis, it was really like, okay, I can rely on these guys. Like I can ask them. There's not going to be like a wall there, like of communication. Like so.
I like that. So, what did you like most about this program?
I think that like actually to have the chance to ask directly to your guides like what it was going on, like actually to have that interaction I could not have in any other cases. Like for example, if I buy another course, I would not have the access like directly to the person who is talking, like teaching me how to do this. I wouldn't have that. So for me it was actually to have you guys like face to face, to have that contact here in the same city I live, or also like to get to know you like after class or whatever, like that's the main thing.
So what can we do better? What's the thing that we can improve about the
program? Well, for me it was really well like realized, like it was really well done, like as far as like to know the students, to know what is the backgrounds, because you guys really were interested to know who was joined to the program, what are their needs, because we all don't join the program for the same situation. We don't come from the same backgrounds. So that was also like tricky to get to know, like in the same room, different kind of targets, because one of them were like more advanced than the others. Like, okay, you don't need this much information, this person does. So actually for me it was like I have to hear that. But for example, if I have the online program, I would not have that like that problem, let's say, like to hear and like other people's like, oh, I don't know what he's talking about. So it's like actually to be on your own, but like in an online course, or like you don't have that classroom problem. Let's say the students different levels, the smart, like the not so smart.
You go on your own pace. Huh?
You go on your own pace, so that will be a totally different
Great.
game. Yes.
So now that you know how to start an e-commerce business, and where do you think with that knowledge and with doing all of this, where do you think you're going to be in a year from now? Now that you know these things, what's going to happen in a year?
Yes, I will hope to have a profitable business, like to have a running store. Like, I don't necessarily want to be a $1 million business, but a stable business. Like, this is actually mine. I mean, this belongs to me, and it's running, and it's making money. Even it's not making $1 million, but it's making money. It's being profitable, and then to grow that, to scale that business. Yes, I will be like that.
Cool. I think you'll get there.
Thank you.
And whatever you learn in this program, do you think you will apply any of the knowledge on something else?
Yes, for sure. Because now I know there's many products out there. Like, I will be interested in trying, and will be interested in applying this knowledge to say, oh, I'm actually interested in this. Like, this might actually work because of the knowledge that I already have. Because, I mean, I can see one thing, like before the program, and I can see it now differently.
Like what?
Like, for example, if you show me like a product, a can of whatever, I will now see, well, how many type of cans is this? How many colors does this come with? Before it was like, it's a can, whatever, But now I'm thinking differently. Like, this can be cheap, and this can be like, is liquids in it?
Yeah, so you see it from a seller perspective.
I see it from the seller's perspective. Like, oh, this is really light. This I can ship everywhere, and it's really cheap. But maybe we can try this one. And then I know, like, if I have the knowledge and I have like how to build this, I can go build a store, run some ads, see if it works. So it's different. Like, for me, it's like a totally different perspective now. After.
Cool. Any of this knowledge you think you can apply to things outside of e-commerce? Do you think anything you learned was useful for the life outside of the e-commerce?
Yes, for sure. For example, like in the first module about lifestyles, about like how to get to your goal. What can you do today? What can you do like tomorrow? Like, there are things like I really need to look after that, because then it's like, okay, you want to do more exercise, you need to do it. Like, because if you want to get to this goal, you need to apply to this, because it's not just about having the e-commerce, it's to have the e-commerce life. Like, it's not just about having like, oh yes, I have a store, but you see the person like, it's like it comes with it, because even now I know people in e-commerce. There is a type of people like in e-commerce, like you are entrepreneurs. You are other type of people. It's not the people that goes to the office 8 to 5. It's not that type of conversation. It's not that type of people. These people get to live another lifestyle. So for me, it's to apply that on my own lifestyle, like in my life. It actually get it down. It actually be efficient with my time. It's actually putting the time and the work where it should be. So
cool. That makes me so happy. Final question. Let's say you meet someone who's on the fence. They're not sure whether they should not join this program. Like, they're interested, but they don't know if they should join it. What would you tell them?
Why not try it?
Why not try it?
Yes, because if you're already in the fun, if you're already down there, like, believe me, it can be good. Like, after you get to a certain point, it only can be good, like, for that. So for me, like, actually to help people to live up, like, to real, because I was there also. I mean, all of those are like, at one point we reached down there. So it's really helped to have like a help, like to see like, okay, you don't have this yet. But nowadays we have so many opportunities, like internet was like so many products, so many, like, this is it's a brand new world, like, to do business, to manage to have your own income, like, because of course we all, like, we need money to live. We all need money to live. But on the other hand, this also gives you the freedom to know how to have that money. It's not going to an office job you hate. It's actually, you can make something like you really like to sell something you really like, you really enjoy a product, maybe you're really interested in, and you never look at it like, oh, I use this a lot. Maybe other people also use it a lot. Why not to sell to those people like me? So it's like changing your perspective. It's like to have the same goal, but to look at it in the other side.
That's a good way to say that. Cool. Then that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.